Hey, it's Chuck's back here. I had one of my subscribers wanting to know what P plus and B plus is without load and with a load. So the first thing I've got is my multimeter sitting here. I'm going to go to the battery, pause, which is up this end in my case. I'm going to go there. This is going to be hard to see. Actually, I'm just going to read it out. So this is the negative side of the battery. So to the battery it is 53.61. So that's my battery at the moment. And across the other side I have 53.61. So that is a bit strange. I'll go straight across. We'll see if we get a voltage across the across the BMS. And we get nothing across the BMS. Absolutely nothing. Now that is with no load on it. So if I turn the load on, so I turn this on, and I get, this is just setting up. So the battery, the inverter did say error 4 before, it's now connecting up. Now I haven't got a load on this. There's no load. I could put a load on it, which I'll do in a second. So we'll go up. It's actually charging at the moment. So we'll check it on charge first, and then I'll do a, so and on charge, the actual, it's starting to ramp up on the current on the negative side. My negative side actually just runs from here down to the next battery, and then it goes across. So maybe I should test the bottom one. I'll test the bottom one, see what the difference is. Okay, what have we got across it? We have 0.011 volts, or yeah, 1.2 millivolts, maybe? Okay. Righto. So now we're going to check it from the battery. 53.885 on the bottom battery. And 53.9 on the other side, 92. Is it 92 here? Yep, same, both sides. So you'll have no change there while you're charging it. I'm charging with about 40 volts. On the negative side I'm reading 40.5 volts. So if I split that up, it doesn't really work out, because I've got across the JK BMSs I am reading around about 48.3. So 48.3 across the JK BMSs. Yeah, I might have an error on one. What does it say? It's probably the length of the wire, which I've never fixed, but it works fine. Bottom one's fine. No alarms. Batteries are going well. I hope you've hooked up your sense wire, the final wire on the line, to make sure that the batteries are actually turning on. That's one I've done a long time ago. So if you look down here, you've got all the wires that go to here. That one's being used, there's a couple other ones being used. And then the final wire over here is a sense wire that goes to the positive side to read it. So you need to have that on. So if you're doing that, and you'll see it on the top one might be easy to see. Try and bring you in and get it up there, right in the right spot. Okay, so what do we got here? Got all the wires hanging off here. We've got all these wires, then the final wires go off, but there should be one wire at the end, one of these ones, I think it's this one, that one there, and it goes over here and straight onto the battery. So it's the final wire. So, and I'm running solar resistant, and I'm having a lot of problems with number 14 still. Anyone know how to discharge number 14, why it's getting so high? Leave me a comment. Love it. Now, I did talk to another guy. I'm still working on Batmon. Now, I've got it to talk to MQTT, but it still is not showing up in the MQTT file, so it's not sending the word to show that, you know, I'm actually talking to it. Let's try and put a charge on it and see if that changes anything. Right, so we'll go to so now gone to batteries, and this should, I'll just change the outside bit because I use this as a generator, so it should be able to just open the door and change it. Just hold on. So I'm just gonna take these readings again. Okay, so I've got the little Fluke multimeter. I'm just gonna go across the battery and see what we get. $54 volts there, and 54 volts on the other side. So what have we got here? 54.4 and 54.6, so there's about 200 millivolts the difference. Okay, so the bottom one is 54.3 on the P plus and 54.05 on the PB negative. So I would say that there's about 200 milliamps sitting there with a small load on it. So 200 milliamps when it's sitting idling. Don't forget that last wire on the line. So you've got your first, I don't know what it was, 16 I think. There's 16 all up. So the second row goes to 24, and then you go 24, and then you've got B plus at the end. Now I can't put my connector on the B plus because what I've done is I've put Celastic all over them so that they don't move, because these break or stuff up, so they don't do that. So I've done that to stop it from moving. And there's my everything I've got, and at the moment it is drawing 35.2 down to the bottom battery, and we're drawing not much at all. I think it's still charging it because it is not at the right level yet. So we'll let that go, and it is not, it's still saying not high enough, and I'm not going to let you discharge this battery. So I don't know whether that helps you in any way. It's just my system, I'd say, but hopefully it does. Anyway, beautiful sunny day here in Australia, and it is a 9 kilowatt day on the solar panels on the roof. So there's only 10 kilowatts, and it is almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So eat your heart out, America. We really rock with solar. Anyway, I'll let you go now, and I'll catch everyone on the next video, which should be a very informative one.